What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back to a new review. Today we are checking out the latest smartwatch from Kospet, and this one is called the Kospet Optimus Pro. This is a watch that you can buy for between $150 to $160, and this is also a watch that has a dual mode, so you can use this as a fitness tracker, and if you use it as a fitness tracker then you can get between 3 to 5 days on one charge. And whenever you're using it as a fitness tracker, you can always see the time, so the screen stays on 24/7. You can also see the steps that you've done, the calories that you've burned, and you can also check your heart rate. Or you can use this as a regular smartwatch, so a regular smartwatch running Android 7.1, and this would be the same Android 7.1 that you would get on a smartphone. And when you're using it as a regular smartwatch, this watch can basically replace your smartphone. So the watch has a SIM card slot on the back, and it also supports 4G connectivity, and it is fairly simple to install that SIM card. There is basically a screw on the back there, but there is a little screwdriver that comes in the box. You remove that screw and then you just install your SIM card, so very simple. We also have dual band Wi-Fi, and the speeds over the 4G connection and the dual band Wi-Fi are also decent. I mean, on par with other smartwatches that I've seen in the past, nothing that crazy special, but decent enough so you can actually use the watch. And we also have Bluetooth connectivity, and that means that you can connect some Bluetooth headphones to the watch, and this way you can listen to music with the Bluetooth headphones, or you can make phone calls. Now, if you don't want to connect some Bluetooth headphones, the watch has a speaker and a microphone, and you can just talk on the watch like this, but then you're going to look a bit strange. Not to mention that the speaker here doesn't get super loud, so depending where you are and how much noise there is around you, you may not be able to hear what's happening on the watch. So you're probably better off to use some Bluetooth headphones. We also have a GPS unit inside it, and the GPS unit works pretty good. It only takes a few seconds to find your location. Once your location is found, it doesn't seem to lose it, and that's great mostly if you plan on using the watch with Google Maps or any other navigation app. Now, there are some fitness activities that the watch can track. There are some built-in fitness activities, but unfortunately the GPS unit is not being used for any of those fitness activities. So if you're walking outside or if you're running outside, the watch is basically gonna guess your speed and so on, because it's not actually using the GPS unit. So keep that in mind. You may have to install other fitness tracking apps if you want to take advantage of the GPS unit inside it. Alright, so taking a look at the watch itself, well, I wouldn't say that this watch looks bad, but it looks just like all the other smartwatches that we've been seeing over the past couple of years, not to mention that it is a bit bigger than a regular watch. Most of it is plastic, except for the screen. The screen is covered by glass, but everything else is plastic. The straps are also replaceable, and I'm very happy to see that, because a lot of the watches that we've been seeing lately don't have replaceable straps. So this one, you can basically replace the straps with some leather straps or some metallic straps, therefore making the watch look better. On the back we have the heart rate monitor, and the only downside to that heart rate monitor is the fact that the watch cannot monitor your heart rate 24/7. So every time you want to check your heart rate, you basically have to initiate that manually. Next to that we have the pins for the charger, and the charger basically attaches to the back of the watch with magnets, and it takes about an hour to fully charge the watch from 0 to 100. And since we are talking about charging, well, inside this we have a 800 mAh battery, and on one charge, if you use the watch as a smartwatch, so running Android 7.1, you will make it for an entire day, but I guess it depends how much you actually use it, because if you're constantly on it, you're probably gonna have to recharge it throughout the day. But if you just check the time, if you check the weather, if you check the emails, so not crazy usage on it, you will kind of make it for an entire day. The screen is a 1.4 inches AMOLED panel that gets bright enough for the outdoors. It has very nice and vibrant colors, great viewing angles, not to mention that it supports multi-touch, so you can touch the screen in two places at the same time and the screen will register. And that's great mostly if you're zooming in on a picture or if you're zooming in on a website or anything like that. There is also an option to have the screen on 24/7 as well, and I guess that makes sense because with a lot of these watches we don't get that option, but again, when you're using that option you will get less battery life, but at least the option is there. The watch has that feature where the screen comes on every time you turn the arm towards yourself, and that feature works good, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 times, so pretty good, but it takes about a second after you turn the hand towards you for the screen to come on. So not that bad, but still could have been improved. The watch comes pre-installed with a bunch of watch faces as well, and it is fairly simple to change the watch face. You basically hold your finger pressed on the screen and then you can select a different watch face, and if you don't like the watch faces that come pre-installed, you can always download more watch faces, and there are a lot of watch faces to download. Using the watch is extremely simple as well, and basically just like all the other smartwatches that we've been seeing over the past couple of years. So if you swipe down from your home screen, you basically have access to all your quick toggles. You can see if you're connected to the 4G network, you can start and stop the music, or you can see the weather. If you swipe up from your home screen, you basically see how many steps you've done for that particular day, the calories that you've burned, and so on. If you swipe right from the home screen, you can see all the notifications that you have. And if you're using this as a smartwatch running Android 7, you can basically see the notifications, reply to notifications, and so on. And if you swipe left, you basically see all the watch's menus, all the apps, and so on. Since this is running a full version of Android 7.1, you also have access to the Google Play Store, and you can basically install any application available in the Google Play Store. But keep in mind that most applications aren't exactly made for round screens. So some applications are a bit difficult to use, but you can use apps like YouTube, you can play certain games, you can basically do everything that you do on your smartphone right on this watch. Since it has 3 gigs of RAM, you can also do a bit of multitasking, and the watch runs a bit smoother than other smartwatches that I've tried in the past, but keep in mind that you have a 1.4 inches screen, so it's not that easy to do a lot of stuff on that small screen. For example, you can type on it, but the letters are so small that you're gonna press the wrong letter multiple times and you're probably gonna give up. But at least you have the Google Assistant and you can dictate some of those messages. You can also use this connected to your smartphone through that WeWatch 2 app, but whenever you're using this connected to your smartphone, it kind of becomes useless because even though you can see notifications that are pushed from your phone to the watch, you cannot reply to any notifications. So you can't really do anything with the watch while connected to your smartphone. So this is definitely intended to be used by itself. So to quickly conclude this video, the Kospet Optimus Pro is slightly better than the Lamphole M9 and the Z-Blaze Tor 5, and mostly because it is a bit smoother and the battery life lasts a bit longer, but just a tiny bit longer. So as I said before, if you're planning to buy this watch to use it with your smartphone, I suggest that you don't, but if you're planning to buy this to use it by itself, yes, you could probably live with this, and you could probably make it an entire day on one charge. Now we have that fitness tracker side as well, and if you use it in that mode, you get 3 to 5 days on one charge. But in that mode you don't get any notifications, so if you get a text message, you're not gonna know till you actually switch to the other side, the Android side. So that is the downside to using the fitness tracker mode. And with that, yes, it lasts longer, but you can only see the time, the steps that you've done, and the calories that you've burned. So yes, it is cool to have one of these smartwatches, but I don't think it will replace my phone anytime soon. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, press that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching!